Today we are trying to focus on international markets. We need to know what international markets are, and of course, how do we identify an international market. You should understand that the markets, when you're trying to trade within or across borders, we identify as companies or as countries, we look at the nature of a certain trading bloc or the nature of a group of countries as to what their needs are. Now, these countries, they are grouped into several definitions or several categories depending on their capacity to import or export goods. We have the first category that is well known, which is the growth markets. Growth markets includes those countries that are able to buy latest technology from other suppliers or other countries. What it means, countries like China, the US, you talk of the UK, you talk of Germany, you talk of Russia, you talk of Japan. These are growth markets. If you have brand new cars that you want to sell, you can export to US and people will buy. You understand my point? And come to Malawi, it will be a slight different situation whereby new cars will only go to institutions and of course maybe the government, but the rest of the Malawians, most of them, they cannot afford those cars. So growth markets are those kind of markets that do sell things or that do import or export goods and services that are of high standards, and they are able to pay for the goods and services. And the other international market that you can think of is the BRICS. So the BRICS is a region, it's a trading bloc that consists of 5 countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and of course South Africa, that was added now in 2010. Now the BRICS region, the population of these 5 countries, it makes up 30% of the GDP, the world GDP. So the whole continent's GDP is 30% is contributed by these 5 countries. Now, it means these are emerging countries or these are emerging economies. They are able now to produce and export, and of course at the same time the population is just high and they are able to import more goods and services from other countries. So it becomes attractive to countries that are looking for readily available markets in these countries. The other one now, which is we can say is the final category of countries or markets that are in the economy, is the rest developed economies or the rest developed countries or the least developed countries. So these are mostly found in maybe South Asia and of course Africa. These are countries now that do import second-hand cars, second-hand clothes, second-hand everything. These are less developed countries. Technology is not at an advanced stage, and of course production is not there as well. So we are controlled by imports, of course, from developed countries that cannot be exported to these growth markets. The markets that are already they already have growth and they cannot buy things that are second-hand. Those products, they come to countries like Africa, Malawi. So basically that's how you group these economies or how you group these international markets to see how can you fit in. So as a business, it means depending on what you want to sell and depending on what commodity you want to sell, you have a list or you have a chart of countries to say these countries they do buy or they are more developed and they need high technology and of course they need brand new everything. So you target those countries. When you see that you are doing business in Africa, you look at the income of people, how much do people earn and how much do people save, how much do people have for investing and of course big purchases. Then you focus your goods, you focus your efforts on what the people in that market can manage to buy or can afford. So basically that's how we find or how we know how to do or identify international markets. In the next video, we'll look at Can we do research in this market? How can we assess the market entry methods? How can one venture into a particular market? So let's stay together as we continue with the audio, the videos that we are